bodybuilding commands a global audience of over 100 million fans and generates billions in revenue annually. Yet beneath the glamour of stage lights and championship trophies lies a devastating reality. This sport claims the lives of elite athletes at an alarming rate. Conservative estimates suggest 15 to 25 professional bodybuilders die each year before reaching 50, a mortality rate that would shock any other athletic discipline. The relentless pursuit of physical perfection, combined with extreme measures to achieve it, has transformed bodybuilding into one of the world's most dangerous sports. Today, we examine 11 legendary athletes whose obsession, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication ultimately cost them everything. Their stories reveal the dark side of greatness and the price some pay for immortality. Subscribe and stick around because the most devastating story is yet to come.
Started.
Rich Piana stood as bodybuilding's most controversial truth-teller. Born in Glendale, California in 1970, Piana began lifting at age 11, inspired by his mother's involvement in the sport. By 18, he claimed the Mr. Teen California title, launching a career that would span 3 decades and redefine how the world viewed performance enhancement. Standing 6 feet 1 inch and weighing up to 290 pounds, Piana never achieved IFBB pro status, but his impact transcended competition. He built a supplement empire with 5% nutrition, named for his belief that only 5% of people possess the dedication required for true greatness.
Now, I'm going to talk about bodybuilding, but this goes for anything in life. Are you truly doing whatever it takes? Now, whatever it takes, obviously everyone has a different version of what that entails.
Piana's obsession with transparency shattered bodybuilding's code of silence. He openly discussed his 27-year relationship with anabolic steroids, detailing cycles that shocked even veteran users. His YouTube channel amassed millions of subscribers who hung on every word of his unfiltered commentary about the sport's hidden realities. On August 25, 2017, while getting a haircut at home, he suddenly collapsed. His girlfriend found him unconscious, and despite emergency intervention, he slipped into a coma that lasted 2 weeks and then passed away at the age of 46.
A hugely enlarged heart, double the size of a standard person's heart. He has bronchopneumonia with bilateral purulent pleural effusion, so at that time. He's got ascites, brain edema, ischemic necrosis. He's got discoloration of the skin and the sclera, no recent significant injuries. We have no injuries and no hospitalization specimen available for toxicology. That's the bottom line.
His autopsy revealed an enlarged heart and liver damage consistent with decades of performance-enhancing drug use. His death ignited fierce debates about the true cost of extreme bodybuilding, while cementing his legacy as the man who dared to tell the unvarnished truth.
It's not guesswork, it's a science of intensity. Your greatest hour will be right after your worst hour to spare.
Gregory Plitt embodied the warrior spirit. Born in Baltimore in 1977, he excelled academically and athletically before attending West Point Military Academy. He served as an Army Ranger and captain, commanding over 180 soldiers in high-stakes operations. But Plitt's true calling lay in inspiring others. He became one of America's most recognizable fitness models, gracing over 250 magazine covers and representing major brands like Under Armour, Calvin Klein, and Old Spice. His chiseled physique and motivational philosophy made him a sought-after actor, appearing in films including Terminator Salvation and The Good Shepherd.
If you give it all you have, you're gonna get max potential back. And then who knows what can come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You'll never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl if you don't show up.
Plitt's obsession with excellence extended to every aspect of his life. He launched successful fitness programs, authored training guides, and built a multimedia empire around his no excuses philosophy. Men's Fitness named him one of the 25 fittest Americans, and his motivational videos inspired millions worldwide. On January 17, 2015, that same drive for perfection led to tragedy. While filming a high-intensity workout video on active train tracks in Burbank, California, Plitt was struck and killed by a Metrolink train. Witnesses reported he was attempting to outrun the locomotive for dramatic effect. The train conductor saw Plitt, sounded the horn, and applied emergency brakes, but couldn't stop in time. Greg Plitt died at age 37, a victim of his own relentless pursuit of the perfect shot. His death serves as a stark reminder that the line between inspiration and obsession can be tragically thin.
A former Mr. World, a former Mr. Universe, a three-time Mr. Olympia, he's known as the Myth, Sergio.
Sergio Oliva earned his nickname, The Myth, through a physique so extraordinary that many believed it impossible. Born in Cuba in 1941, Oliva grew up in crushing poverty, fashioning weights from concrete and metal scraps. His natural gifts were undeniable. A 20-inch waist paired with a 58-inch chest created proportions that defied human anatomy. In 1962, while competing as a weightlifter for Cuba's national team, Oliva defected to the United States during the Pan American Games. Starting over with nothing, he discovered bodybuilding and quickly dominated the sport. He won Mr. Olympia 3 consecutive times, 1967, 1968, and 1969, becoming the first competitor of African descent to claim the title.
It doesn't matter, 8, 9, 1, 17, 20, no matter what, I will be forever the Myth.
Oliva's dominance was absolute. He famously defeated a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, who later admitted that competing against Oliva was like running into a brick wall. But Oliva's story transcends bodybuilding. After his competitive career, he served as a Chicago police officer from 1976 to 2003. His commitment to service nearly cost him his life. In 1986, while off duty, Oliva was shot 5 times during a home invasion. Doctors didn't expect him to survive, but the Myth proved them wrong, returning to both police work and occasional bodybuilding exhibitions. Sergio Oliva died on November 12, 2012, from kidney failure at age 71. His legacy endures as a testament to the power of sacrifice. A man who conquered 2 demanding worlds, while never forgetting his humble beginnings. Dallas McCarver represented bodybuilding's new generation, bigger, stronger, and more extreme than ever before. Born in Tennessee in 1991, he initially pursued football before discovering his true calling in the gym. Standing 6 feet 1 inch and competing at over 300 pounds, McCarver possessed the rare combination of size and quality that marked him as future Mr. Olympia material. His rise was meteoric. At just 21, he became the youngest competitor ever to win an IFBB Pro qualifier. By 2016, he was placing in the top 8 at Mr. Olympia, with many predicting he would soon claim the title. McCarver's social media presence exploded as fans marveled at his enormous appetite, consuming up to 7,000 calories daily in pursuit of ever greater size.
Yeah, before he passed away, we were on FaceTime, and I told him, what I told him was basically like, you look really bad, not physically, you just don't look healthy anymore. You're changing way too fast.
Behind the scenes, McCarver's obsession with size was taking a devastating toll. Friends noticed dramatic changes in his appearance and demeanor as he pushed his body beyond natural limits. The young giant was consuming not just massive amounts of food, but also extreme quantities of performance-enhancing substances. On August 22, 2017, McCarver was found unconscious at his home in Florida. Despite resuscitation attempts, he could not be saved. The autopsy revealed a horrifying picture: multiple organ failure, severe atherosclerosis, typically seen in much older individuals, and organs enlarged far beyond normal parameters.
Dallas McCarver was just an unbelievable case where his organs were so diseased, from his lungs to his heart, obviously, and his liver enlargement was just outstanding. And it's amazing that that happened to him, and he was living with that for maybe 18 months or so.
Dallas McCarver died at just 26 years old, his massive potential extinguished by his own relentless pursuit of size. His death sent shockwaves through the bodybuilding community and highlighted the extreme measures young athletes take to achieve competitive success in the modern era. Aziz Shavershian, known worldwide as Zyzz, revolutionized fitness culture and inspired millions to transform their lives. Born in Moscow in 1989 to Kurdish parents, he immigrated to Australia as a child and grew up as a self-described skinny kid who was often bullied for his appearance. Everything changed when Zyzz discovered bodybuilding. His dramatic transformation from 140-pound weakling to aesthetic icon became the stuff of internet legend. Through YouTube videos and social media posts, he promoted the aesthetics crew movement, focusing on lean, defined muscle rather than massive size.
Alright, it's time to talk one-on-one with everyone here. Listen carefully, brothers. This is the revolution.
Zyzz's catchphrase, "We're all going to make it," became an anthem for aspiring bodybuilders worldwide. His dancing, posing videos, and motivational content went viral long before TikTok existed. He was instrumental in creating men's physique categories in bodybuilding competitions, emphasizing aesthetics over pure mass. But behind the confident persona lay troubling secrets. Despite maintaining his natural image, rumors of steroid use persisted, particularly after his brother was arrested for possession of anabolic substances. Zyzz's family also carried a genetic predisposition to heart problems. On August 5, 2011, while vacationing in Thailand, Zyzz suffered a heart attack in a sauna and died at just 22 years old. An autopsy revealed an undiagnosed congenital heart defect. Though his family later hinted at other contributing factors, they preferred not to discuss publicly. Zyzz's death at 22 shocked the fitness world and created a lasting legacy. His influence on modern bodybuilding culture remains immeasurable, proving that sometimes the brightest flames burn out the fastest. Shawn Rhoden's story is one of ultimate perseverance and tragic downfall. Born in Kingston, Jamaica, in 1975, he immigrated to the United States in 1990 with dreams of a better life. After struggling with alcohol dependency following his father's death, Rhoden discovered bodybuilding as his salvation. His journey to the top was long and arduous. Earning his IFBB Pro card in 2009, Rhoden consistently placed among the elite, but could never quite reach the summit. Year after year, he finished second or third at Mr. Olympia, earning respect, but not the ultimate prize.
You know, your family's always going to be there no matter what, no matter what's going on. I know that my family's there. My family's always there after the show is over. They did before the show is over.
Then, In 2018, at age 43, Rhoden achieved the impossible. He defeated 7-time champion Phil Heath to claim his first and only Mr. Olympia title, becoming the oldest winner in the contest's history. His victory was considered one of bodybuilding's greatest upsets, proof that dedication and persistence could overcome any obstacle. But Rhoden's championship reign was overshadowed by serious legal troubles. Sexual assault allegations led to his suspension from competition, preventing him from defending his title. Despite maintaining his innocence, the controversy effectively ended his competitive career. On November 6, 2021, the bodybuilding world was stunned to learn that Rhoden had died from a heart attack at age 46. He was still fighting to clear his name and return to competition when his life was cut short. Shawn Rhoden's legacy remains complex, remembered both for his incredible championship achievement and the controversies that followed. His story serves as a reminder that even at the pinnacle of success, champions remain vulnerable to life's cruel twists.
For me, I just love bodybuilding from day one. It's not like nobody was picking on me or I wasn't trying to impress the girls or anything like that. I just really, really liked bodybuilding. I just really enjoyed it.
John Meadows, known affectionately as Mountain Dog, represented everything noble about bodybuilding. Born in Ohio in 1972, he overcame a difficult childhood to become one of the sport's most respected figures, not just as a competitor, but as a coach, mentor, and family man. Meadows' competitive career was solid, but not spectacular. He earned several regional titles and competed professionally, but his true genius lay in understanding the science of muscle building. His Mountain Dog training programs revolutionized how athletes approach their workouts, emphasizing intensity, smart progression, and real-world results.
Again, not something fancy, you're just not eating enough. And I hear people all the time say, well, man, I'm eating a ton of food. And then you really break it down, and it's maybe they're having a big lunch and a big dinner. Not what I call eating it.
But Meadows' greatest battles weren't fought on stage, they were fought in hospital rooms. He survived a rare colon disease that nearly killed him, followed by a massive heart attack in 2020 that doctors said should have been fatal. Each time, he returned stronger, using his experiences to help others navigate their own challenges. Meadows coached hundreds of athletes, from beginners to IFBB pros, always emphasizing that health came first. His generosity was legendary. He freely shared knowledge that others guarded jealously, believing that lifting others up elevated the entire sport. On August 8, 2021, John Meadows went to sleep and never woke up. He died peacefully at age 49 from a pulmonary embolism, leaving behind his wife Mary and twin sons. The bodybuilding community mourned not just a great coach, but a genuinely good man who had given everything to help others achieve their dreams. John Meadows proved that true greatness isn't measured in trophies, but in the lives you touch along the way. George Peterson embodied everything the classic physique division represented: balance, symmetry, and timeless aesthetics. A standout IFBB pro, Peterson was known for bringing elite conditioning to every show, earning multiple podium finishes and the respect of competitors and fans alike. Peterson's dedication was absolute. He approached bodybuilding with scientific precision, meticulously tracking every variable that could impact his physique. His posing routines were works of art, showcasing not just his physical development, but his deep understanding of presentation. Beyond competition, Peterson was respected as a mentor and positive force in the bodybuilding community. He understood that his platform came with responsibility, and he used it to inspire others while maintaining the highest standards of professionalism. On October 6, 2021, just one day before competing at the Mr. Olympia in Orlando, Peterson was found dead in his hotel room. He was 37 years old, in peak condition, and ready to showcase months of preparation on the sport's biggest stage.
Of the body and toxicology analysis, it is my opinion that the death of George Peterson, a 37-year-old black male, is a result of sudden cardiac dysrhythmia due to hypertensive cardiovascular disease. A contributory factor is anabolic steroid use, Boldenon and stanozolol. The manner of death is natural.
The autopsy revealed Peterson's heart was severely enlarged at 500 grams, nearly double the normal size. His sudden death shocked the fitness community and left a void among fans and fellow athletes who had come to expect his consistent excellence. George Peterson's story serves as a stark reminder that even the most disciplined athletes can fall victim to the sport's hidden dangers, and that perfection often comes at an unacceptable cost. Mike Mentzer revolutionized bodybuilding through the power of his mind. Born in Pennsylvania in 1951, Mentzer approached muscle building like a scientist, developing training philosophies that challenged every conventional wisdom in the sport. His competitive achievements were remarkable. Mentzer won the 1976 Mr. America and became the first bodybuilder in IFBB history to earn a perfect score when he claimed the 1978 Mr. Universe title. His physique combined massive size with incredible detail, a testament to his innovative, heavy-duty training system. Mentzer's intellectual approach incorporated philosophy and logical reasoning into muscle-building methodologies. His books, including Heavy Duty, continue to influence trainers decades after his death. His obsession with perfection and his struggles with depression led him down dark paths. He became increasingly reclusive, battling addiction while continuing to refine his theories about optimal training. The controversial 1980 Mr. Olympia, where many believed Mentzer deserved to defeat Arnold Schwarzenegger, marked the beginning of his decline. The loss devastated him, and he never competed again. On June 10, 2001, Mike Mentzer died at age 49 from heart complications related to amphetamine use and previous steroid abuse. His death marked the loss of one of bodybuilding's greatest thinkers, a man whose innovations outlived his troubled personal life. Mike Mentzer proved that intelligence and innovation could coexist with physical excellence, but also showed how the pursuit of perfection can consume even the brightest minds. Luke Sandoe represented the future of British bodybuilding. Born in 1989, he discovered the sport after high school and quickly demonstrated exceptional potential. His aesthetic physique and professional approach earned him IFBB Pro status in 2012, launching a career filled with promise. Sandoe's rise was impressive. He placed third at the 2019 Arnold Classic and 11th at the 2019 Mr. Olympia, establishing himself among the sport's elite. Beyond competition, he was a respected coach and popular figure in bodybuilding media, known for his articulate interviews and genuine personality. Sandoe's openness about mental health struggles made him relatable to fans worldwide. He spoke candidly about the pressures of competition, the challenges of maintaining peak condition, and the importance of balance in an extreme sport. But behind his public success, Sandoe was fighting private battles. The intense demands of professional bodybuilding, combined with personal struggles, created a perfect storm of pressure that proved overwhelming. On May 7, 2020, At just 30 years old, Luke Sandoe was found dead at his home. Initial reports suggested suicide, devastating his fans and the bodybuilding community. However, his family later clarified that the official cause of death was heart failure, though the exact circumstances remained private. Luke Sandoe's death highlighted the mental and physical toll of elite bodybuilding, serving as a tragic reminder that success on stage doesn't guarantee happiness off it. His story calls us to take both mental and physical health seriously in our pursuit of greatness.
Pretty thick, you know, he's on his way. He got a nice solid foundation of muscle, right? Keep in mind, this guy is not natural, guy. He is not natty, guys. All right, check him out. Look at him real good. Doing his front lat spread. Now, goddamn! Look at him. Now, like I told you guys, this is under a year. This mother look like he just came out the hyperbolic time change.
Boston Lloyd was bodybuilding's most controversial truth teller, a young man whose extreme transparency about performance-enhancing drugs made him both infamous and influential. Born in 1992 into a bodybuilding family in California, Lloyd was immersed in the sports culture from childhood. At age 21, Lloyd shocked the bodybuilding world by becoming the first competitive athlete to publicly release his complete steroid cycle after winning the NPC Contra Costa. His mother later revealed he had started using performance-enhancing drugs at just 16 years old, a decision that would define and ultimately end his life. Lloyd's obsession with experimentation was unmatched. He documented every substance, every cycle, every effect on his body with scientific precision. His YouTube channel became a laboratory of human enhancement, attracting viewers fascinated by his willingness to push every boundary. But Lloyd's experiments exacted a terrible price. By 2020, he was battling stage 5 kidney failure, which he attributed to using the research peptide adipotide. His kidneys were functioning at less than 15% capacity, yet he continued training and documenting his journey. On February 25, 2022, after returning home from what would be his final workout, Boston Lloyd collapsed in his living room. He died instantly from an aortic dissection. His main artery literally split apart, causing massive internal bleeding. He was just 29 years old. Boston Lloyd's death was the most shocking of all, not just for how young he was, but for how openly he had documented his own destruction. His legacy is both a warning and a challenge. He showed us exactly what happens when someone pushes the human body beyond all reasonable limits. His story forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. In our pursuit of physical perfection, how much are we willing to sacrifice? And at what point does the cost become too high? "11 legends, 11 cautionary tales, 11 reminders that the pursuit of greatness can exact the ultimate price. Their stories are filled with obsession, sacrifice, tragedy, dominance, and sometimes comeback. but they also reveal a darker truth about our sport. These men didn't die in vain if we learn from their sacrifices. They showed us what's possible when human will meets unlimited ambition, but they also showed us the price of pushing too far. If these stories moved you, then subscribe and share this video with anyone who needs to hear these truths. Which story shocked you the most? Which athlete's journey resonated with your own? Tell us in the comments below, because their stories deserve to be remembered, discussed, and learned from.